Great job. Hell yeah. That was really good.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this night's performance.
That was wonderful. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Can you hear me in world?
Big applause for Debbie Deer playing this Crusty Man. I can hear you, Debbie.
Amazing. Thank you all for coming. Special shout outs to June, Kyla, Keisha, and Saran, and my amazing actor, Ari Tar.
You're too kind. Thank you all. And happy holidays.
House manager and crew.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to all of the engineers in charge
Good
of
job,
making
y'all.
this possible thing happen.
We're here until the 23rd,
You got it. 22nd, I believe.
22nd. All right.
Every
Come
weekend,
again.
tell your friends.
Absolutely.
Great work, guys. Really great.
Final lights out cues.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Anyone who would like to speak, by the way, you can hold down the A button if you'd like to say anything.
Yes, we'd love to hear anything you have to say. Even to confirm that it can work would also be great.
We'll take
Let's do a quick talk back if anyone can talk.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Indeed.
Can hear you, David.
Yeah. Then it's working. It's yeah.
Excellent.
Really great job.
Amazing.
I don't know why Scrooge is sitting over there looking
So happy.
like a.
Do you want him to look creepy closer to you? Here, I'll bring him over. Hey, there he is.
Hey,
That's
he
better.
looks better now, though.
What are you talking about?
Oh, there he is. That's the Scrooge I know and love.
What are these? You blowing bubbles, Molly. Ugh. Ruins the furniture.
I have
Sorry
a
about
question
that.
for the actors. Are you in the same place right now?
Good question. Floating bubble in the ether?
We're not even in the same country.
Yeah, we're not. I'm in Canada.
Yet we are in the same room talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
The miracle of remote. Yeah, it's amazing technology. Indeed.
Thank you.
Again, this is a technological triumph that motion capture and face capture this sensitive can be seen on the Quest mobile device. It's really quite a triumph and an achievement, a technical achievement. Well done, Agile and his team.
Everything you're seeing is live. It takes a lot of tech work, a lot of pre-show, a lot of posts, but yeah, we're in 2024. We're in the future. So here we are.
All right. Well, shall we reconvene backstage?
Yes.
Say goodbye to our lovely guests.
Sounds good.
Marvelous.
I think our lovely guests may have already gone.
Assume.
Thank you all for coming. If you're still
Thank you.
here, thanks so much for coming. There is a survey that we're going to send out. If you gave us your emails when you signed up, we'll send you a survey to fill out about your experience watching the show. So please keep an eye out for that. Great work. Really great show. Thank you, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you so
David.
much. Bubble, floating bubble. David, for you.
That's
It was great having Jackie be a different color and be able to play it to Jackie as the camera. That was a great idea, whoever thought of that.
Hey, Jackie, I
Hi,
noticed that too.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this evening's performance of A Christmas Carol starring Debbie Deer, as the ghosts.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The enigmatic, the talented, the bodacious Aritar, my fellow co-star, and to you, my wonderful audience. Thank you so much for coming. Woo! Thank you. I know you can't applause, but I'm seeing the head bob, so thank you.
if you want to speak to us now, you can press the A button and we can get your vocal input. And we would be so happy to receive it. We'd love to hear any of your feedback because you've been here for an hour together. Hi. Anyway, don't be shy.
Is this working?
Yes, I can
What?
hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, you guys were incredible. That was very cool and very well done.
Oh, thank you so much, Lakuza. Appreciate you.
That wasn't me. Was it Aslan?
Aslan? Sorry. Everyone looks the same in here.
Yes, we're going off spatial audio, and if you're crowding together, boy, it gets a little bit rowdy.
So sorry, Aslan. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
It's so seamless between the characters. Like, that was fascinating to watch too.
Between which characters? Do you mean myself and...
Peter and Scrooge, yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. Could we unhide Scrooge? He's there being... I can see him, you all.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a lot. Designing the controls for acting with two avatars with Agile Lens has been really, really fun. This has been a really great R&D project. And yeah, I've got controls both, so I can use a monitor from outside, so I can make sure my blocking is okay when I'm doing scene with myself. But yeah, I'm just switching that live data. So see, I'm in third person. I take a swing, boom. I switch my data, I do a stage, you got me. So yeah, I'm just constantly going back and forth, and it's really important. All these really weird soft skills of it's really important. So you've got a scene partner who doesn't look like and a weird face. It has to be very elegant, exactly how you're kind of moving back and forth. It's a wonderful, real stretch of my ability, and I'm having a really wonderful time figuring it out. Thanks for asking about that. Is there anything else you want to know about it? About the control system or anything else?
You're using face tracking, yeah?
So this is the Quest Pro. And we had a body tracking solution, but this is, we ditched it because the Quest solution is more dependable, but it kind of, if you learn how it's sensing your leg data, you can kind of do a little bit of control, but it's not.
Unless you're a ghost, and then you just...
And then you just kind of float there.
Yeah.
No prejudice. I wish. Oh.
So are you guys...
Come on, speak up.
You guys did Louisville out of the Louisville theater group?
So the very first production was made in a collaboration with Agile Lens and with Actors Louisville Theater. It was Actors Theater of Louisville. And 2 shows today. My brain is fried. And it was directed by the artistic director there, who had a stage version and also made this VR version. And so the original character designs for the ghosts were his original designs. Did a lot of research into Dickens and his colonial attitudes, and how to figure out how to do this production in this day and age, in this technology. And we learned a lot. But this is I have to say, the year where this is the most expressive acting system in live VR I've ever used. And I've been doing this for 9 years, so it's really exciting that it can be this good now. And I really kudos to the Agile Lens team for really knocking it out of the park. This is a really, really developed platform.
But really to speak to Louisville, no, they've given us their blessing to continue this production, but this is just an in-house Agile Lens. They're not working with us on this anymore, but they come and see it every year.
Love that.
You've done other VR theater before, because your name is familiar. Was it Dr. Crumb or the Metaverse movie? I don't remember.
Yes.
Both of those?
You mean the meta movie? What was the second one?
What was the one that was in New York? You guys, I don't know if you remember it. But yeah, I think it's called the Meta. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the meta.
I'm like, wait, I remember that guy.
I wasn't in it, but I consulted on it with Jason and in its creation.
I think they said Dr. Crumbs initially,
And that is
which
also
I think you were in. Yeah.
I developed so my weird niche has been being a guinea pig for new VR acting systems, and that's why Adventure Lab hired me to be the original acting guinea pig for their kind of Uber for actors business plan. And this, this is such an incredibly developed. The fact that we can what was doable then on a Quest 1 and what is doable now and visible on a Quest 2 is really remarkable. Now, just a few years apart, so it seems a lot more viable to me now. I don't know. What do you think by looking at my face right now? Are you getting are you feeling my emotions? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Probably not. I actually think it's pretty good. I was actually having a little bit of nausea right there, some tummy trouble, so that wasn't actually. It came through great. It came through great. All right. Any more questions? Going once, going twice. I think we have time for one more. All right. Well then,
Right.
your friends, and happy holidays, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Happy holidays. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this year's production of A Christmas Carol VR, starring Debbie Deer as all of the ghosts. Wonderful job, Debbie.
Thank you so much, Ari, as everybody else. And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight in VR and on the stream.
Now, if you press your A button right now, you'll be able to ask us questions. We're dying to hear any part of your feedback. This is your chance. Please do it any time.
Well, love it. Someone's asking a question. Let's see.
I heard it coming from this direction. Don't be shy. Unless you're losing audio. You have to hold the button.
You have to hold the A button down.
Oh. Hold that button. Yes, Jay, I believe I heard you. From beyond the veil, Jay, was that you? Wearing motion capture suits? Ah, that's a wonderful question. So now I'll answer as RHR. So we started with motion capture, but this was actually the new Meta Movement SDK. So studying how to move with the SDK can actually give some really realistic stuff, but I'm also, so I can jump out of my body and be in third person. So I've got a controller for my locomotion. So if I hold my arms here, you can't really tell. So now I'm just standing still. I'm walking. I can pick it like this, but now I'm in my body once again, and I'm just using the positioning of my headset to do body tracking. We have a body tracking build, but we decided it was a little too unstable just right now in this time period for the direction. Good question, Jay. Anyone else? Swan Music, I see you back, or Swan Music.
Yeah, that's my name. Have you guys done any VR performances before doing Christmas Carol VR, or is this your first performance?
That's a great question.
That is a good question. Yeah. Go ahead, Ari.
I started in VR performance about 10 years ago. Just driven crazy by the puzzles that it offered. So, I've been practicing, mostly testing new live interfaces. Yeah, for almost so it's 9 years actually, but working with Agile Lens, this is the most expressive system I have ever used for live VR theater, which is, I think, saying a lot. Most of the tools are made for post-production. Debbie is also, we're also, as well as VR performers, we're both producers and creators ourselves. Debbie, of course, is an amazing XR producer as well as a performer.
You. Yeah. I'm an educator, so Ari and I have actually led a few incubators at university level and for independent ad hoc groups. So through those groups, I've performed in VR Chat or Flipside, which is a local Canadian XR company. So I've done about 3 years of VR acting. But as Ari says, like this is the most robust and truthfully impressive production, just with their use of the tools like the Unreal Engine. and the Mokopi that we were using initially, and also thank you, Swap Music. I love the nod because I can see that you're like, you're with me. We here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the technology along with the Quest Meta Pro, which has sensors that allow for even more extensive tracking of the body and the eyes and the face, I think it's revolutionary, if I say so myself.
My goodness. You drink the Kool-Aid. No,
Tell me how you really feel. Yeah.
I know. No, I feel the same way. It is. I've always felt like I was performing live theater with two hands behind my back, and this feels like I've been unleashed, for better or for worse. Any other questions from anyone else? And if you're shy, that's okay. Oh wow, we haven't heard from you because I'm.
Wasn't that Steve Jobs' last words? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Steve Jobs from Beyond the Veil.
Steve Jobs is back. Thank goodness.
Tell him to update the Vision Pro.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm going once, going twice for final comments. Anything you liked, anything that didn't work would be good feedback to have, but you could also drop that on the Discord. We would love to respond to you there. Love to know what you thought for opening night. Thank you all for coming.
Artie, are you sitting in the chair right now?
Oh, look at this. Yeah, occasionally it does this floating stuff. Believe it or not, I'm not. Here, let me recalibrate. That wasn't happening during the show, right?
No.
Hell yeah. Great. Yeah, looking good, right?
Looking great.
Pulling a little selfie over by the Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
When you teleport, your chains they go super metal.
Dance a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
One be a bobble.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody come join us on the
Well,
Christmas tree.
We'll have Jackie,
Oh,
our
yeah.
wonderful camera operator, get a good shot of us all.
You know, this is how the a Christmas ornament was created. Was this?
Yay!
Yay! Just like home.
Wonderful. So your words are appearing above and replacing your name. Someone has typed.
Oh, that's very clever.
Very nice. Oh, so you're chatting with me, even though wonderful. You must be a hacker. Wonderful. All right then. Anything else anyone wants to do? Should we burn a Yule log? It's still burning pretty hot over there.
Going once, going twice. All right. Questions are closed for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Appreciate all of you. Brave souls in VR.
Great show. Thank you so much.
Great show, guys. It was really fun.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you, Agile Lens, the entire team, making miracles. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this evening's performance of A Christmas Carol starring Debbie Deer, as the ghosts.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The enigmatic, the talented, the bodacious Aritar, my fellow co-star, and to you, my wonderful audience. Thank you so much for coming. Woo! Thank you. I know you can't applaud, but I'm seeing the head bob, so thank you.
If you want to speak to us now, you can press the A button, and we can get your vocal input. And we would be so happy to receive it. We'd love to hear any of your feedback. Because you've been here for an hour together. Hi. Anyone? Don't be shy.
Is this working?
Yes, I can
What?
hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, you guys were incredible. That was very cool and very well done.
Oh, thank you so much, Lakuza. Appreciate you.
That wasn't me. Was it Aslan?
Aslan? Sorry.
I thought
Everyone looks the same in here.
Yes, we're going off spatial audio, and if you're crowding together, boy, it gets a little bit crowdy.
So sorry, Aslan. Thank you so much.
So what? It's so seamless between the characters. Like that was fascinating to watch too.
Between which characters? Do you mean myself and?
It's Scrooge. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Could we unhide Scrooge? He's there being. I can see him. You all.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a lot. Designing the controls for acting with two avatars with agile lens has been really, really fun. This has been a really great R&D project, and yeah, I've got controls both, so I can use a monitor from outside, so I can make sure my blocking is okay when I'm doing scene with myself. But yeah, I'm just switching that live data. So see, I'm in third person. If I take a swing, boom, I switch my data, whooah, and do a stage, wah, you got me. So yeah, I'm just constantly going back and forth, and it's really important. All these really weird soft skills of like it's really important. So you've got a scene partner who doesn't look like blah and a weird face. It has to be very elegant, exactly how you're kind of moving back and forth. It's a wonderful real stretch of my ability, and I'm having a really wonderful time figuring it out. Thanks for asking about that. Is anything else you want to know about it? About the control system or anything else?
You're using face tracking, yeah?
So this is the Quest Pro. And we had a body tracking solution, but this is we ditched it because the Quest solution is more dependable. But it kind of if you learn how it's sensing your leg data, you can kind of do a little bit of control, but it's not.
Unless you're a ghost, and then you just.
And then you just kind of float there.
Yeah.
No prejudice. I wish. Oh.
Yeah. So, are you guys?
Come on, speak up.
You guys did Louisville out of the Louisville theater group?
So the very first production was made in collaboration with Agile Lens and with Actors Louisville Theater. It was Actors Theater of Louisville, and two shows today. My brain is fried, and it was directed by the artistic director there, who had a stage version and also made this VR version. And so the original character designs for the ghosts were his original designs. Did a lot of research into Dickens and his colonial attitudes, and re sort of how to figure out how to do this production in this day and age in this technology, and we learned a lot. But this is I have to say the year where this is the most expressive acting system in live VR I've ever used, and I've been doing this for 9 years. So it's really exciting that it can be this good now, and I really kudos to the Agile Lens team for really knocking it out of the park. This is a really developed platform.
But
Really
to speak to Louisville, no, they've given us their blessing to continue this production, but this is just an in-house Agile Lens. They're not working with us on this anymore, but they come and see it every year.
They do.
Love that.
Or you've done other VR theater before because your name is familiar. Was it Dr. Crumb or the Metaverse movie? I don't remember.
Yes.
Both of those?
You mean the meta movie? What was the second one?
Was it what was the one that was in the Elks, you guys? I don't know if you remember it. But yeah, like I think it's called the Meta. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the meta.
I'm like, wait, I remember that guy.
I wasn't in it, but I consulted on it with Jason and in its creation.
I think they said Dr. Crumbs initially.
And that is also.
I think you were in. Yeah.
I developed. So my weird niche has been being a guinea pig for new VR acting systems, and that's why Adventure Lab hired me to be the original acting guinea pig for their kind of Uber for Actors business plan. And this is such an incredibly developed. The fact that we can what was doable then on a Quest 1 and what is doable now and visible on a Quest 2 is really remarkable, and how just a few years apart, so it seems a lot more viable to me now. I don't know. What do you think? When you're looking at my face right now, are you getting are you feeling my emotions? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah,
No, I actually,
it's pretty good.
I was actually having a little bit of nausea right there, some tummy trouble, so that wasn't actually. It came through great. It came through great. All right. Any more questions? Going once, going twice. I think we have time for one more. All right. Well then,
Right.
your friends, and happy holidays, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Happy holidays. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this matinee performance of A Christmas Carol VR, starring Debbie Deere as all the ghosts.
Thank you so much. The talented Aritar, everyone, as Dickon, Scrooge, and everybody else you heard. Thank you so much for coming.
So much. Now you can speak to us if you press your A button. We should be able to hear you.
Press and hold the A button.
Oh, you guys.
Qualifying.
Hey,
Work.
thank you so much. Is that Chuck speaking or Christoph?
This is Steve. I think
Oh.
you can be as Dorothea over here, just to
Hey, Steve.
your right. Lovely work, you guys. It's just so wonderful to see how this evolves season after season, and your performances are sublime and lovely. Thank you for this,
Oh,
and
thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve. That's
Alex
so beautiful.
and everyone else
Yeah.
for the hard work.
I mean,
so
all of that is due to the incredible Agile Lens team.
and Kevin and everyone.
Absolutely.
Kevin's
and
here.
Alex and June and Marshall and so many people have contributed to this amazing platform. And to my, it's great that you've seen this in the past, Steve, because there's I think from being a professional VR actor, whatever that is, for the last 9 years, this is by far the most expressive platform that I've ever used.
Yeah.
And not only that, with the face tracking and the expressions, this sort of new mechanic here that allows me to perform as one actor for two bodies is also really remarkable. So, well, kudos to the entire Agile Lens team. It's really a triumph.
Indeed, huzzah, and so stable.
Ah.
I had zero problems.
Oh, well, it's great to hear, Steve. That's the golden ticket, because in this world, everything that goes wrong will and does. So it's fabulous to hear you had no issue.
Technology and live theater. What were we thinking? Okay. Anyway, any other questions? Well, I think we've got time for a couple more. Anyone else have anything to say? Christoph? Yeah, it's not required. You're fine. Whatever level of interaction you're comfortable with.
Okay.
All right, anyone else? Anyone?
I hear someone.
Oh, I heard something.
Chuck is here. Can you hear me?
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah. So in the coming year, are there other experiences like this that you will be involved in?
I love that this is an R&D production that happens every year, but Agile Lens has many wonderful projects. Many of them are on posters that you can see just in that little alcove right over there. Kevin may want to jump in with any other projects coming in, or maybe not. I don't know.
The big thing to talk about that is relevant is we're beginning a research grant with the Royal Shakespeare Company. Working
Oh,
on a
wow.
rehearsal room, which will be building on a lot of what we were working on this year with this production.
Delightful. Yeah.
Here.
I'm really excited to have worked with Agile Lens and lend my knowledge and design up, performance controls, and then also practice how to get the kind of fugue state it takes to switch and perform in a scene with yourself. So I'm looking to wonder it is to twist my brain like that, and I've been having a great time. Anyone else? Last call for a question. Anything? Did anyone have a favorite part? We'd love your feedback. Anything worked? Anything didn't? Ooh, your chains are very sparkly here for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Clean.
I'm being festive. That's why it's Christmas.
I know. Well, if you'd like to all come to the Christmas tree, you can be our Christmas ornaments. That's our last interaction.
Let's do it. And then maybe someone can take a selfie of us over here.
Just closed opening weekend. Man, let's do it. Come on, everyone in. Come on in.
Yep. Adorn the tree anywhere you like.
Anywhere you like.
And Jackie is taking a selfie, I think.
Yes. Well, it's a very advanced self. Yes.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Look, give him fierce. All right. Give him magnum. Blue steel. Just kidding. Old references. Okay. I think if anyone else feels like speaking from the Christmas tree peanut gallery, I think we're good. Well, thank you so much all for coming, and we'll have a great festive and happy holidays. It's great to have you.
Thank you, everyone. Happy
Tell your
holidays.
friends.
Tell your friends about the show.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this evening's performance of A Christmas Carol produced by Agile Lens, starring Debbie Deere as all the ghosts.
Woohoo!
And myself, Ari Tar, as Scrooge, and everyone else. So if you want to speak to us now, you can press the A button at any point. We'd love to hear your voice or any feedback at all. Anything, anyone have any problems, anything you'd like, let us know.
Yes, let us know. And once again, thank you so much, Ari Tar, our amazing lead actor here, giving you 1,001 voices, and the whole Agile Lens team for making this happen. Thank you to our amazing audience. If you want to speak, press the A button. We are all
You have to hold down the button. I should have been that clear.
brilliant.
Goes to VR. Bilsh, I saw you were late, Dory. Maybe came about halfway through. Good to have you. Edmund and Harriet, I think you have auto-generated names. No, quite now.
I have a.
Maybe, Harriet, you responded, so I bet that's your name. My hand.
Someone-
a question.
Yeah, I hear someone.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I have a question. I was wondering if we were supposed to see some of the other characters, like when you were talking about Tiny Tim, and referencing that there was
That
a child there.
theater.
Okay.
We don't have the avatar that I can embody quite yet of a small disabled child.
Okay.
There's only, unfortunately, so many avatars that can be rendered simultaneously with this current build, which is 3. And actually, could you unhide Scrooge as a demonstration? What do you want? I was napping. It's okay. Don't be grouchy. I'm just saying. You can notice that we have the same face. Yeah, I'm not that ugly. I'm just trying to make a demonstration, and that it's essentially the same avatar, so that helps. And then Marley and the Ghost to expand the cast, but because of the limitations of the avatars, that's why I must expand my theatrical repertoire.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like there wasn't a technical glitch and I was missing something.
You missed the glitch of theater magic,
Yay.
but that's okay. It's different for everyone. Suspension of disbelief gets a little complicated when you're rendering everything in 3 dimensions at a gigabit speed per second.
Yeah, I completely understand.
Is there
You need
an interact?
Go ahead.
We have
Yes.
like these lights on our trigger.
You have what on your trigger?
There's colored flashlights on our triggers. When you pull the trigger, you get a flashlight. And I wasn't sure if it was visible to other people. I didn't want to interrupt the
No,
show.
it's
but is
local.
there an interactive?
It's local to you.
Okay.
I believe. I am, Mr. Moran, you might correct me here, but I believe it is local. So you have your own personal spotlight.
And then my other question was, when you're embodying an avatar and you're switching between the control of the two, where is your perspective? Are you actually jumping from one head to the other?
I've got the ghost. I ate him, Dickens. No, don't. That's not what the goal is. Don't do that. Sorry for him. He's been drinking. So I have several modes. Mostly I do the show in first person, but to rehearse, and I can do it sometimes. Now I'm in third person. I'm standing to the right of myself, so that if I want to enact a scene, I can more quickly change it back and forth, as well as my voice, and also maybe, I don't know, what can we do? We can do some fight choreography here. Whoops, I reacted. I'll work on that. But so there's 2 modes mostly that I can switch in and out of, which is POV and third person. And when I switch my POV, I can either choose to switch back and forth, embodying the actor as well, or if it's more helpful, sometimes it's more helpful to be in third person. I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. And then the other thing I was going to comment on is I I didn't quite realize that you were playing both parts until you picked up Scrooge and carried him by the neck, and that was very funny, but also just part of like VR. It was very good.
Yeah. By its nature, VR is psychedelic. So what are you gonna do? Actually, yeah, get away from them.
You carry him like a cat.
Meow.
He does. He likes it. He likes it right behind the ears. This is his favorite. Get your hands off me. Get your hands. Shh. Sorry. Sorry. My
When
bad.
you're-
Sorry.
You're transitioning, at least in my case, because the avatars have such different scales. So third person is really important in seeing how the body is held, because part of the acting as a VR actor is that I'm modulating my voice, but I'm also needing to modulate my posture as these different characters. So that's also very helpful.
For instance, my locomotion right here, I'm using a controller, but if I don't move my arms, it looks weird. But I can also kind of like race in third person. I can race Dickens and Scrooge around like little race cars and switch back and forth.
Oh,
And speaking of,
You also have
let's do our next question, our last question over here by the Christmas tree. One under the Yule tree, perhaps, and we can all, if you want to adorn as baubles, we can take a selfie. What do you think? Ooh,
Come on, let's do it. Yeah, thanks.
Selfie as a ghost.
great idea.
My favorite.
I guess we don't have a selfie with Mr. Grumpy Pants in it. I think there was another Adelant.
Oh, was there another question? We're all ears.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead, please. Ghost bubble. It's hard to tell where the voices are coming from, so just go right ahead and spit out the question. We can hear you.
All right. Well, let's just take a selfie in any case. I don't hear one. If you're speaking, you're not holding your button down, or the ghost of VR is interfering again. In any case, we'll take one last selfie with the ghosts. Yeah, can you like hunch? I don't know if you're in the frame. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Happy holidays, everyone. Thanks so much for coming to this live production of A Christmas Carol. So, yes, Edmund, go ahead, adorn the tree. It's naked. Oh, good, we've got a few up there. The ghost is being festive. So thank you so much for coming. Well, we've been very happy to have you. This is the Agile Lens production of A Christmas Carol. We've only got 3 more shows, so do tell your friends to show.
Amazing. Have a great holiday, everyone.
More shows. 2 more shows. Have a great holiday. Happy holidays. Goodbye.
Please look at your emails for surveys and complete our post-show survey. Thank you. Thanks for the link.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this evening's performance of A Christmas Carol starring Debbie Deere as the ghosts.
Woo, thank you, Aritar, our wonderful, talented, hilarious actor extraordinaire. And thank you all for coming tonight. Woo, woo, woo.
Big
Bubble,
thanks to
bubble,
the
bubble.
Agile Lens team. Of course, without this wouldn't be possible. I love your applause by bobbing up and down. Very festive. And also, yeah, it's kind of like we could start a wave almost. If you want to speak to us, you can hold down the A button and ask any questions. We'd love to hear your feedback. Anything at all. Blurt it out.
Have the perfect David and the worst David. Nice. You were amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I'm so very kind.
Mwah, mwah.
May I ask you how you prepared for your roles? First of all, for you as the spirits, because at times you had to do this not only not physically, but also because of the fact that you couldn't use verbal, wording and whatnot. And also for you, simply amazing how brilliant you are with your transition immediately from character to character.
Thank you
Was
so
there
much.
anything that you used for cues or anything so that you didn't accidentally slide back and forth as you move so quickly? I'm just wondering about those for both of you.
Is that who is speaking? Because it's sometimes difficult to tell.
Who's right in front of you here? If you look right.
Psycho Wench. I love the name. Love the name. Thank you. You got me terrified. So,
I don't know what's going on, man.
oh no, Psycho Witch, we need to talk. We need to talk. But regarding the preparation, Ari inspired me a lot in terms of using my diaphragm and really getting into character with, as you said, as you noticed, the posturing. So that was a very easy but detailed way of embodiment. Also owed to the Agile Lens team because they did such specific work with the locomotion and the face capture and just the way the data transmits that I really do transform into a decrepit old man quite easily because that's what I look like. So that's on my end. I'll pitch it to Ari.
It's your headshots over there. So this is the fourth year. This is all Agile Lens. Now the very first year was the part of a collaboration with Actors Theatre of Louisville. So we did a lot of vocal work with a voice coach just to get all of my tidy up all of my accents of different sexes and classes and ages. Yeah, you want to use a lot of VR acting is voice work, of course. A lot of it to me feels a lot like puppetry. Specifically for puppeteering these two actors, I've got both a POV mode and then a third person mode. And from third person now, I can be an invisible fairy, and now I'm guiding Dickens along with like a little RC car. And if we can unhide Scrooge, I'm basically a disembodied ghost puppeteering two different beings. So yeah, it took a long time to train how to use this tool. This was a new since last year, and I finally feel like I've built the brain cells to get very fluid with it. So thank you for asking.
Well, can I ask, was your blocking set, or was it just you just free?
The director is David Gotchfeld, so he has made things a lot easier because it's very easy to get disoriented in VR, as you can tell. And so he's had some really brilliant direction of where the cues are made. So the behind the scenes there's a stage manager build, and they're cueing each of the animations and transitions. But in terms of blocking, it can get very disorienting to like think ahead. Okay, I'm going to speak to them, but by the time they have to react, and then I have to block my second actor, but he's gonna. It basically, it's like you're thinking for two actors and like, oh, this guy's such a jerk. He's totally cut off my exit. Like, why isn't he? It's me. It's me in the 3 seconds in the future. It's it's a very weird skill that I've had to build to get the fluidity, but it's so fun. It's just, I love working with it. And we've worked for several years. This is the most expressive the tool has ever been. And this is the most expressive live VR acting system that I've ever used. So big kudos to the Agile Lens team, all of the engineers, and Alex, of course, and all of our production crew. We couldn't do this without them. It's really quite an achievement.
Yes, agreed. Something worth mentioning as well is that we do get to enter into first point of view and third party POV. So that also helps with the blocking and just making sure that we're in the right place with the right facial expressions, etc.
Right, and we also, the director.
Well, it's very impressive. I just have to.
There's marks on the floor too that y'all can't see.
Thank you, Psycho Witch.
Anyone else? Anyone else with any questions?
Yeah, I had a follow-up question on that.
Please, who's
is
speaking
Alana.
again?
This is
Yeah,
Alana.
Anna.
Anna, where are you? Oh, there you are.
I'm here. Hello. I'm really curious. You just mentioned like blocking tape on the floor. What is the hardware around you guys? Are you just working on a desktop? Are you working
That's a
with
great question. So,
what's going on?
so in past years, really, there's no kind of. Oh, he likes it behind the ears. No, I do not. Get it off me. Sorry about that. So in past years, we've used motion capture tools like the Rococo mocap suit. The problem is that most motion capture suits that are on the market are made for post-production. So there's a lot of drift. So we even tried a live mocap solution that just wasn't caught up to it. So really all we're using is the Oculus Quest Pro right now, the face tracking in the Oculus Quest Pro using the plugins for Unreal Engine, and then the Meta Movement SDK, which I've just working with. It actually, if you move with it kind of with the physical theatrical movement that I've been trained with, if you engage and sort of show where your weight distribution is, it'll match up the legs actually remarkably well, considering it doesn't have lower body tracking. So I've kind of had to learn how to work with it, but the fact that I'm not running a separate set of software simultaneously that can introduce a whole bunch of other problems is really helpful. So yeah, just the new Meta Movement SDK and the new face tracking SDK has been such a huge improvement. I feel like I'm now performing without one hand tied behind my back. I feel unchained, as you might say. Sorry, Marley. I'm sorry. I know that's a sticking point.
A little bit.
I think we've got time for one more question. Come on, join me over here by the Yule log that's upright and with pine needles. Come here, the Christmas tree. I mean, over here, and we'll take a final selfie. One last question. Anyone?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I just briefly want to remind our audience that they will be getting an email with a post-show survey if they've got some time to fill that out. This whole endeavor is a giant research and development project for us, and that data goes a long way towards helping us figure out what the hell we're doing next year. So it'd be wonderful if you'd fill that out. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is weird stuff. Let us know what you thought, please. We're dying to know if this is working or not. What parts are and what parts maybe we can work on next year. Yeah. Well, you're there and you're colored baubles, and this tree is naked. And I think the Davids really have the right idea. Do you want to all inhabit the tree? I think it'll make the selfie a lot more festive. All right.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Faye.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you all for coming. Hello, Terry.
Emmeline, Rika, Humbug.
Great to have you all. And of course, gosh, Ms. Wench, wonderful to have you.
Psycho Wench.
Sorry, I'm trying. I'm unable to do anything but the whole gorilla tag movement, and it keeps stopping me.
Oh,
it's
okay. We'll just have you right here.
All right.
Pat you on the head.
This over here, Jackie, is our intrepid camerawoman for our live stream. So thank you, Jackie, and everyone wave to Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Gregarious. Thank you, all of you, for coming to this show and spending this time with us. It was lovely to have you, and happy holidays. Thank you so much from all of us.
Thank you, guys.
At Agile Lens.
Have a great holiday season, everybody.
Great. Yeah, one last show.
Thank you, guys.
Tomorrow, tell your friends. Bye.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our final show. Thank you so much for coming to this year's performance of A Christmas Carol, produced by Agile Lens and starring Debbie Deere as all of the ghosts, who was moving a second ago and is no longer. And I am Ari Tar as Scrooge. And
I'm moving now, so
yes,
thank you, Ari.
Back from the grave. Thank you. We got through that one. Wonderful.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Yeah. Again, big hands for the Agile Lens team for this wonderful R&D theater test. This is the most amazing platform I've ever used in my decade of performing live in VR tracking platforms. So now you can speak to us by holding down the A button. So if you have any questions you're just dying to ask that came to you during the performance, this would be the time. Speak now or forever hold your peace. So you see stuff like this every day then. This is old hats, y'all. You've seen, this is basically what last weekend looked like. All right.
Yeah, everybody's saying yes, so they're clearly in the right place.
Clearly VR, all VR industry audience tonight. Yes. Someone was talking though until I so rudely cut them off.
That was me.
Hi.
Hi.
Amazing performance. Thank you so much. I've been waiting to see this show. I was curious how you switch between characters. That was fantastic. I saw that there were two people in the beginning, and then I totally forgot, and I thought there were like maybe 5.
Thank you very much. Well, Agile Lens has given me a second avatar, which is hidden right now. But what I can do is I can switch my data one at a time.
He's straddling the chair awkwardly. There he is. Yeah.
How dare you point out my follies? You can't even walk. You don't even have hair. You're gross.
Perhaps your kinks. Perhaps your kinks, dear friend.
Oh, save it for the late night adult show. Do you please? This is my story, all right? I won't have it soiled. Thank you. No, so what I can do is I can either be in first person and I can. So right now I'm in first person. Right now I'm in third person. So if I want to do a scene with myself, I can act beside myself. So like, let's say if we want to do some slapstick, I could whoosh, and then I'm reacting. But I would practice it more before I showed anyone, of course. So that's really, really exciting to kind of have the flow as one actor with two bodies to inhabit. It does complicate things when you're like blocking a scene and you've got to block for your obnoxious scene partner who's going to be you in 10 seconds. And you have to think about exactly where you're both going to be. it's kind of a mind puzzle. But yeah, really, really cool possibility, and this is some of the amazing imaginative live performing possibilities that Agile Lens thought was important to try. And so I've got this like part of my brain I've had to build to get good at this very specific kind of performance over the past over the rehearsal process and the performances. So yeah, it's really fun to do, and I'm at my capacity, and it's really cool to learn how to use these tools effectively. Thanks for asking. Who was that, by the way?
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. So just so I understand correctly, you see yourself in your own body when you're performing this avatar, but you see yourself in third person
I can
when you're
choose either
performing the
one.
other avatar.
So right now, I'm in first person, and so most of the time I'm doing this because if I'm in a fast scene, what I'm doing is I'm facing myself. You're ugly and you smell like elephant poo. How dare you? You. And when your mother sits around the house, she sits around the house. Oh dear. But in any case, that's in first person. And then if I were to switch out in third person, then I also have these kind of RC controls where
I'm almost done.
I can move them in third person. But
Thank
if
you
I just
again
do
for
this, they
letting me
look
do
weird. So you
this.
kind of have to like
Really
fake.
appreciate it.
I'm walking.
Are you having fun down there?
I'm walking
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
And now
Almost
he's
done.
walking around.
Thank
But
you.
don't hit the chair. Beep beep. Backing up Scrooge.
Amazing. That's great.
Yeah, so if you couldn't see the seams, it means that I'm getting better at using this very specific, very strange acting tool. And I believe the next
So is
contract,
it a button?
it's several
Is there
buttons.
like
Yeah,
a...
so, I mean that's the cool thing
Okay.
about VR acting. We did this in past years with a motion capture suit and face tracking using like a camera, the traditional post production style. But I didn't have a window, so it's been really great to have a VR headset that has. We're just using the Oculus Pro face tracking and the Meta Quest movement SDK, which is if you move in specific ways, it can be actually pretty accurate. So yeah, that's all that I'm really using, and I'm just using the controllers on the Oculus Pro. It's just getting the timing of the switch, so it's not necessarily obvious. And some performances are better than others. There's kind of a flow state that I have to get into to manage that many factors at the same time. Yeah.
And you're not wearing... That's incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What was that question?
Sorry, are you wearing controllers on
Someone was asking if we're not wearing.
Controllers are on our hands, yeah. And you can do it.
But not on your legs?
No. So, like I was saying before, we had a mocap solution that was for post-production. We scrapped it. We tried a new one this year, which was specifically for live VR. But even then, running two sets of software and correcting lag, it was just off. It was a difficult puzzle. And so with the new Meta SDK, like I was trained in Suzuki physical theater movement, which is a lot of like Japanese theater training where you're kind of shifting your weight. And as long as you move in with perfect physical theater technique, it can pretty much track what you're doing. Smaller steps. Anyway, a lot of practice. Anyone else? Last call. Before we take our last question, let's take everyone over to the Yule log over in this direction. What do you think? Over here by the tree.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Come on, everyone. Here, I'll drive Scrooge
Everyone up
over
for
here.
a Christmas tree selfie?
Woo!
Just woohoo! Yeah, you can jump in the tree as an ornament or cuddle up to us, whatever you like. We don't bite.
All right. Anyone have a? Here, I'll make sure Scrooge is grumpy. Anyone have a last minute question they want to ask? Just while we have the communication lines open before the veil falls once again. Yeah.
Yes,
Guys,
I have a question.
fantastic job. Sorry,
Ooh,
not
thank you,
question,
Kate.
just saying really good job. Very
So
cool.
Oh,
good.
thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
second.
guys.
Thank you. Wish there was an applaud
Thank
button.
you.
Responsible for
What does the
the
pink light
beautiful
do?
costumes.
Oh,
Ah,
someone is asking who's responsible for the beautiful costumes, I think.
amazing team
Yeah.
of asset designers and
Thank you.
engineers to put this all together. So who is that going to be? Definitely June is one of our lead engineers, and Mark. Oh boy, after this ends, there's credits, and you can watch those credits because there's a lot of people, and they're all incredibly talented and important.
Yeah.
And if I tried to tell you each and every single one of them, we would be here for a while.
Gotcha.
And sorry
Very
to
true.
all of them that are listening. But it's a big production, and yeah, we're just the tip of the iceberg. It's a really amazing team in Agile Lens. All right, one quick question: we'll face Jackie C, who is the camera, and take a selfie. Everyone wants to bobble about. You can nod for some extra bouncing holiday cheer. There you go. All right. Happy holidays, everyone. This was our last show. Last call for anyone who has a question. This is our
Happy
last show.
holidays.
Happy
Woo!
holidays.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bravo.
thank you
Very
all
much.
for sharing your clap clap.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you in back of house.